I'm giving myself 1 month to start a business, and I'll be recording every step along the way for your viewing pleasure. I'll include costs and how much money I make. And I even have actual audio of me asking business owners to clean their windows. That's legal, right? So what business am I gonna do? I decided to try gutter cleaning since it was the fall and to throw in window cleaning so I had something to do the rest of the year. Here's how I'm gonna measure my success. I really had no idea what to expect, but my main goal was to earn $1,000 by the strike of midnight on day 30, or I at least wanted to get a couple of jobs by then. And if I can't even get one job, I have dishonored my family and all 37 of my subscribers. I'm sorry. First things first, I need a killer name. I had tons of ideas. Blind Man Cleaning Company, Pandemic Cleaning Company, Clean Kingdom, Clean Typhoon. Those were just some of my better ideas. But eventually, I came up with the perfect name. Mr. Sparkle's Cleaning Company. I love it. Mr. Sparkle is available? It seems kind of like a generic name, so I'm surprised and I don't want to get sued. I did the basic things. I set up an email, I got a card reader, I bought a paper invoice book as if I'm ever going to use it. I set up a business phone number to avoid awkward phone call situations. I went on Fiverr and hired someone to make 3 logos. I just sent them my business name and said, please make me an awesome logo. And here's what they sent. The first 2 were pretty average, but the third one was so cool, so hipstery, barbershop-esque. I loved it. And my friend with a screen printing shop slapped that baby on a shirt for free. Thank you, Jacob Scott. I'm coming for you, Mr. Sparky. It's probably kind of dumb of me to bother setting up an LLC that soon, but you know, I did it, whatever. I thought it would take forever. It really took 15 minutes, and I suspected I was missing something. But a few days later, I was able to confirm that it did in fact work, since I started receiving scammy business letters in the mail. Labor Poster Compliance Department. All I really needed for gutter cleaning was a way to get on the roof, something to blow the leaves off of the roof, and a place to put all the gutter filth. So I bought a ladder. I had to find one small enough to fit in my tiny car, a leaf blower for the blowing, a bucket for the filth, and some gloves, and I was set. So that's pretty simple. And for window cleaning, I needed a few more things. A second bucket, shoe covers, Dawn dish soap, plastic spray bottles, a tool belt, a side bucket squeegee holder thing, a paint can opener, a window scraper, quad zero steel wool, a bunch of microfiber cloths, a 6-inch squeegee, an 18-inch squeegee, a window scrubber, and a telescopic pole. Then I needed to figure out what I was doing. So I cleaned a few of my friends' houses. It really is hard to not leave any streaks. I had to clean each window like 5 times just to make it look decent. I'm pretty sure I am the world's slowest window cleaner. I watched a ton of instructional videos and there's a lot to learn, but here are a few interesting tricks of the trade that you might like. It seems like most window cleaners just use dish soap for their cleaning solution. Dawn dish soap usually. So that's what I decided to try. And it's also common to use steel wool as an abrasive for stuff that's stuck on the windows. It might seem scary because you don't want to scratch the windows, but if you just use quad zero steel wool, they're not gonna scratch probably. And there's actually even kind of an art to squeegeeing. There's a technique called fanning that allows you to dry the whole window without ever lifting up your squeegee. It's beautiful. And then residential jobs usually pay more, but they're often just one-time gigs, and commercial jobs pay less, but you can set up a route made up of regular customers. So I think that's pretty sweet. That's kind of my goal. After some practice, I decided it was time to try to get my first job. I was told I needed to figure out how much my competitors were charging. So I called a few of them up and asked them. When I did get in touch with somebody, I was told they couldn't give me a ballpark estimate for window cleaning without actually physically coming over.
Could we just come by and give you a quote?
So that was a bummer. But for gutter cleaning, I did actually get one quote over the phone.
And that would bring your total to $143.75. And that is an exact total.
And now I have something to go off of with gutter cleaning prices. At this point, it was time to start marketing. I tried a few things to get my name out there. I put up a local Craigslist ad for gutter cleaning. I built a simple website on WordPress. I made a business account on the Nextdoor app. And of course, I was sure to give myself a glowing review on the app, and I got a friend to write one for me as well. Then I registered my business on Google so that it would appear on Google Maps, and I asked 3 friends whose windows I cleaned to write a Google review for me. And I threw in a review for myself as well. And the last piece of my marketing plan was to print out flyers and business cards. I went all in and got 1,000 flyers and made all of them say November only pricing. A little pressure tactic there. And I also bought 1,000 business cards. Things were starting to get kind of expensive. I actually got my first call right away. I asked the guy if he wanted his windows or gutters cleaned. His answer was his home's interior. What? I don't do that. I asked him how he even heard about me. He said he was referred, and the name he gave me for who referred him, I've never heard of. I asked a few friends and found out that she's a local real estate agent, but we still couldn't figure out how she even knew about me. It's the morning after I put Craigslist ads up, and someone called me for gutter cleaning. Hi, we spoke earlier about gutter cleaning. I don't actually remember talking to you, but I could come by tomorrow and clean your gutters. Is it a 1-story house? Yeah, it's a 1-story house. Then I got another call.
Hey, you spoke to my wife earlier.
Yeah, I did. Actually, could I come by today? It's raining tomorrow.
Sure, and we actually have 2 houses that need the gutters cleaned. How much would that be?
$125 per house.
Will you be removing those little rocks in the gutters that fall from the roof too?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that as well. I drove over to his place and climbed on his roof. And then a great tragedy occurred. I couldn't do the house. The 2 houses, they were too steep on the roof to walk. Like I was slipping. And it was pretty much 2-story size in certain areas. I think I would die if I tried to clean his gutters. He told me a real estate agent also referred him. Who is this lady? What is going on? I decided it was time to start passing out my flyers around neighborhoods. It did feel kind of awkward walking up to random houses like I was a creep, but I got over it and I was sure it would be worth it for the hundreds of calls that would surely come flooding in. But a bunch of houses had no soliciting signs. Some were too tall for me to clean. Some houses don't even have gutters. I think half of my flyering time has been looking for places to actually leave flyers. After a few flyering sessions, I didn't even manage to pass out 200 of my 1,000 flyers. I didn't get any calls back either. I caught an old guy coming home, and he said he would call me back once all the leaves fell from his tree. So, may your presence go before me. I should be at least getting 1 call per 100, right? Okay, I decided I'm not passing out another flyer until I get at least 1 response back. I have gotten 0 jobs. And so it was time to switch from residential to commercial. So I got into my car, ready to make my dreams a reality. My name's Alex. I own a local window cleaning business. I noticed your windows are dirty. I would be happy to clean them for you. I'm looking for a place to strike. I'm gonna go to Sports Clips first. Hello, I'm not here for a haircut. I'm actually a local window cleaner. Wondering if I could give you guys a quote. Who would be the right person to talk to?
Well, we're at corporate, so
okay.
Yes, it would have to go through our
Somewhere
corporate
higher
office.
up, yeah.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wild Birds Nature Shop. I see there's some bird poop. Can't see through my dirty window. I'm the dirtiest window cleaner. Yeah, I'm gonna say $25. I'm actually a window cleaner. I was gonna see if I could give you guys a quote. I noticed your windows were a bit dirty.
Oh, okay. I have my boss's number.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah. It actually was kind of fun going from store to store, and I randomly ran into a friend working at a froyo place. You work here?
Yeah.
And after passing out 6 business cards, I got my first job. Hi, I'm actually a window cleaner. I was gonna see if I could speak with the manager about giving. Yeah, it looks a bit dirty, I'll be honest. 5 minutes after I left, they called me back and asked if I could clean the windows right away. So I asked for $65. They took the job. I was taking a long time. The manager said, "Are you sure you want $65? And I said, you know, that's what we agreed to, but it is a bit taking a bit longer than I expected. And she said, you sure? And I said, how about 95? So we agreed to 95. She gave me a $100 bill at the end. But guess how long it took me? I started at 11:20 and it's 3:20 and I just finished. 4 hours of window cleaning. I felt like I was going as fast as I could the whole time. I asked her, hey, I'd love to come back every month. And she said, I'll call you. So I think that was a kind way of saying, I'm not gonna call you. And on the last day of my challenge, I actually got a call back from one of my flyers. An older lady had me clean her gutters for $90, and it only took me like an hour to do. Here's what everything ended up costing. $67 in setup costs, $185 for gutter cleaning equipment, $153 for window cleaning equipment, and $156 for marketing, for a total of $562 in expenses. Dang! When I subtracted that number from the $190 that I made, I get a total profit of negative $372. I'm guessing most businesses lose money in the first month anyway, so I can live with that. But in retrospect, there are some things I could have done differently that I think would have made a huge difference. Here's how I would have done things if I started over. I would just throw together my own logo in Canva, and I would not set up an LLC right away. And then I would just not do gutter cleaning. Instead, I'd just focus on commercial window cleaning, not even residential. So I wouldn't need to buy a ladder, but I would at least need a pole sander to attach my steel wool to get the higher windows. And I wouldn't really need any marketing materials except for business cards. And I'd probably be out there in like a week. Even if I just ended up getting that one window cleaning job, I would only be down by $78. And once things started moving, I could then worry about expanding to residential and setting up an LLC and all that junk. So what now? After this 30-day challenge, I got a couple of cheap jobs. I'm still undercharging, sadly, and then I got lazy and it got cold. But if I do end up sticking with window cleaning, I'll add an update in the description on how much I end up making per month. And the mystery of the real estate agent was never solved. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and let me know what challenge I should do next.